All right, go ahead, Stephen. Summing everything up from our day.
Well, I learned how to get out of my own head, which I haven't been able to do in about 2 decades. I wasn't believing in either a higher power or that any medicine would actually work. I was fighting it and wanted to control everything and rationalize everything, and it was a lot easier to play victim instead of actually owning up to who I am and knowing that there's probably a more divine, better plan out there for me. And letting go of those who have either hurt me or the insults or the doubt that's been shoved upon me, and wanting something new and knowing that I can work for it, and knowing that I can actually depend on myself and my own intuition to actually lead a beautiful life and not depend on darkness to get what I want, as fast as possible, where good things actually take time. And the time here, it's been a little bit longer than others, but it's been necessary and it's worked, and I've let a lot of things go, and I know that when you let things go, a lot of beautiful things come in, and that's what's happening. And
Nice.
tonight was a good example.
Yeah. What did you say earlier about your rage?
The rage and anxiety fueled me. It propelled me in, I thought, a good way, but it was actually leading me in horrific directions. It made me very rambunctious, overconsumptive, and there was not an ability to calm down without a severe amount of substance. And I didn't think that would actually ever end. The amount of jitters I had was probably nuclear, and it was repelling people. People would see me, want to only look at me from 20 feet away, and it was so toxic that it made people refuse to either be in a relationship with me or want to be around me long term. And I thought it was everyone else, but it was actually me. And today of all days, even though there was a little bit of a dip and some disappointment in myself and with part of the program,
Good.
there is no rage and there is no anxiety. I'm not fighting anything either, and I'm not just talking nonsense, and I've done a lot of talking of nonsense. And it's weird to coin the term, but I actually feel happy for the first time in a very long time. Not just today, which I know happiness is fleeting and confidence is fleeting, but right now it's more steady. If I can just keep that going, that'd be really cool.
If there was one word that you think will keep that going, what is that one word?
Presence.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you. Can you phone? Yeah, my back is not there. All right. So we'll go to you for a second. Just a summary. This was a lot. It's good because you need to get it out.
Yeah, it's
But
great.
you've been here for 4 sessions, I think. Today's 4. So what have you gotten out of it?
I pretty much feel like a new person. And I also remember what I felt like when I felt good. Which is
You can get closer because the audio.
some time ago.
Quiet.
Since I felt good. So, yeah, I mean, I feel a lot more clear. I can feel my body actually functioning properly. Like it's actually at ease to be able to do what it needs to do. I'm not stressed. I'm not recycling the stress. Yeah, I feel completely different than when I walked in.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
Thank you. Who wants to go next?
I'm next in line. So.
Yeah.
I was here, this is my second day, and I would say it was a little bit of a roller coaster of a little detoxing and then clarity and then detoxing and then clarity and then all the different therapies were really, it was just like a nice combination of things, and even the laser light really helped my sciatica, and yeah, just noticing things coming up for me, how I'm a giver and I need to just give back to myself, and it's been really nice to also be in community with other people, and just have connections with others here. It's been a great experience.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Oh, you want to switch? Yeah. Getting tired.
Let's look at community. Let's look at community healing.
Community filmers too.
Okay, tonight I think I had a breakthrough. Excuse me, because I've had this for 3 years, but we're getting rid of it little by little. But I'm surrounded by love. You can't even put it into words what it's like to be in this place. And this man and the things that he's created and how many people he's helping and healing. I mean, you couldn't even $1 million, it couldn't even pay for what you get here. Because I think I was dying. Stuck on benzos. That's just the beginning. So many other things, so many emotions pent up. And I mean, we all have our doubts, right? Can I ever get well? And even in the beginning here, I didn't even want to come. If it wasn't for a good friend of mine convincing me, and I have to thank her, Elon, for bringing me here to this beautiful man, Stan, who doesn't even understand how big his heart is. But I think we all know, and we all appreciate that. But tonight I had a breakthrough. I got rid of some things that I think were so deep inside of me that I didn't even know they were there. I mean, I've done it a couple of times. I think tonight was my 3rd or 4th time. But they came out, and I feel like they're gone. And I feel like now I have a chance at life again. I can be me. I wasn't me anymore. For 3 years, I was somebody else. You know, the drugs and the overgiving, as she said. You forget about yourself, which we all have to stop doing, because if we don't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of anybody else, which is a good lesson for the man who's taking care of us as well. But I'm just so incredibly grateful. I can't put it into words. But tonight I had my breakthrough, and I feel so happy, and I can't wait to eat.
Amen. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Scott, how was it for you? We haven't even checked in. We're hearing what's up with
fresh. You know, my headache is gone, which was lingering a little bit present at the beginning of the day, and with the intention of regaining clarity and energy. And I came in, and it just started to compress into a kind of exhaustion and deeper headache. And then, you know, it intensified with the first rounds, with the first nasal spray, just kind of lit things up inside. And then I could feel it moving, and hyperbaric chamber intensifying some stuff that had been going on in my jaw since tooth operation. And then this last nasal spray, which really just observing it move through my body, and still integrating what it is. I definitely lost the headache, which is pretty weird, just especially laying down at the end, and feels clear.
Do you remember your stress level when you came in?
Yeah, it was like 6, 7
Yeah.
kind of thing.
And then 20 minutes later?
Way less, 3, 4, and pretty much stayed that way all day. So that
So
part.
do you have any stress now? Be careful with your 3, 4.
No.
Yeah, that's what you said it early on too. I asked you, can you find any stress? And you said no.
Yeah.
Careful with that 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how different you look?
No.
Yeah. It's really beautiful. Yeah, this version of you is very easy and, you know, like attractive, you know, to want to talk to or sort of hang out with, you know. It's like, you know, before was a little bit of, you know, this buzzing, you know, that can cause people to flip up walls and distance. which you probably have experienced. But no, this version's like really trustworthy and sweet, and you know, easy to hand over your dog to. You like that? That's what it looks like to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Aya, did you get anything? You weren't really fully in the work today. You were doing some work on supporting people, but did you walk away with anything? Even if it's just seeing what happened.
It's so interesting for me that, so this is actually the 7th big spray. Number 6 maybe took me 2 minutes to pull out of.
Yeah.
Today is day 1 of my moon, so I'm a little more
Uh-huh.
sensitive and didn't really know what was gonna happen. And this was the hardest one to go through. So I ended up both ends of the body, decided to purge, and so I just did all of that, lay down a lot. Whatever needed to come out came out. I think I actually purged out a fun little worm. I'm sorry I didn't photograph it. My brain wasn't there.
It's okay.
What I've noticed over the last couple weeks of on and off is the brain fog that I know that I've been carrying for a handful of years has lifted. Clarity has been the thing I've wanted to find more of, and the ease in the body. I'm assuming that a lot of the parasites are clearing, and so that's huge because I know the damage it causes and the energy it takes without really realizing it. I am in a place of pure gratitude for Stan and this work, and finding more clarity and purpose, and the purpose is feeling like figuring out how to have more people find you, because I just believe in people healing and medicine, and there's nobody better in the world that I know of than you that can be the door and the gift for people finding their freedom in their bodies and in their minds and in their spirit again, and the blessing of every single person I've met here, this group and all the other ones. I talk about it as being able to witness miracles every day, every single day, and how much it just fills my soul to be able to just be around it. And I just feel deep, deep gratitude. Thank you.
What about your allergies? Yeah.
What allergies?
Good.
There you go.
I've
How long have you had them?
My whole life. I was the sick kid with allergies, asthma, eczema. I'd figured out the other ones, but the allergy one was the hard one for me. And I had probably constant allergies for about 3 months before coming here. And my allergies probably sat at about a 7.5 every day. Like any little trigger would just tip me over the edge, and then I'd be in rough shape. And so naturally, the allergies are just gone. I think as I started snoring about a year or so ago, that's now gone. So I know the inflammation in the body is down. So the subtleties of things you don't notice leave, because you just are the healthy version of yourself, and the clear version, it's almost like you forget so quickly what it was like.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, we got one more over here.
Woo!
What did you get out of this? What did you let go of? What did you encounter? How are you
It's just,
feeling?
at first it's just really cool to look at my blood and to see the immunity that I feel like that I know that I have, and to see how much there is a little army, or a big army of little things that I'm like, oh wow, I'm just like, wow. I felt like the tired, I felt the brain fog and just like trying to figure things out and trying to like just line things up to do some basic things sometimes. And I just was able to like just rest and like, oh wow, like I've done so much with all of that eating up my energy. And I'm like, whoa, it's like, without even going into any of the sprays or any of the other protocols, I'm just like, whoa, I'm fucking strong.
Yeah.
And what else was there? Yeah, the first part where I started the first spray, and I was just like, I don't know, what else is there? What else is there? And I'm just like looking at my posture and just like, oh yeah, I didn't have any anxiety. What was it, like 8 to
Yeah.
like, I don't know, I'm just here. And that really rode out through the rest of the day.
You had
Yeah.
a release in the medicine.
Yeah, the tears, that was good. Yeah, I was wanted my mom, and I was mad at my dad, and then my older brother, shit came up, and it's just like, I just want to be involved. I just want to be included. That's like a big wound for me. Is just like, that's I've really recognized this year is how much I just really want to be like invited. I want my brother to like want me around. And so then there's the story of like, if someone doesn't make it obvious to like, kind of what you were saying, the like the stories we create, like if it's not obvious to me, then I'm like, oh shit, this person doesn't like, I must be doing, oh, what can I do different? And
Heavy.
yeah, and also just the way that you speak and the way that you would respond and answer questions reminds me of myself in ways, and a lot more calm version of doing it. And I felt like I was listening to myself at times, just with a whole different bank of experience and wisdom. So that just like really put me at ease in general. Yeah, and I'm just like, I think big thing for me is like knowing that these are African herbs. I'm like, yo, how do I get this to the African diaspora? Like, how do I get this to that demographic of my heart and my blood? And yeah, there's a lot more there, and I look forward to making another testimonial.
Nice. You did
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Oh, and my back, I got a pinched nerve that I found out about 2 days ago, and I was going to a chiropractor, and I just been so out of whack, and it was good to get the chiropractor so I could drive here. I got out of the car without any pain. I had a back brace when I walked in
saw
here,
it.
and then I took it off. I don't know at what point, and I was just like, I'm like, actually, you told me to take it on and off, and I'm like, I don't really feel like I want to put it back on. Like, my back is not telling me that. I still have some tenderness, but like I can do a full forward fold right now with just a little bit of tightness and tenderness, and I'm just like, I haven't been able to do a non-assisted like forward fold in weeks, so that's good.
How will this affect your life?
It's a huge affirmation for like so many things that I'm doing on like my mental health and the work that I'm sharing. And it really gives me hope. I was feeling like really stuck. I was just like crying in my room. I just woke up and I was just crying, standing in my room, just feeling so stuck. And just from the moment that I found out, like, oh, 11 o'clock, I'm there. Like, I had all these other things. And it was like really making time for myself. Like, I had this land day booked on my land, on like where I live in community. And it's just like all this work we're supposed to be doing. And I'm like, actually, no, I'm going to go do my own work. And that was hard. It's really hard. That was probably one bigger thing that came up was like I invited friends over to my property to do work, and I left for chiropractor one day, and then I've been here all day today.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I was like, yeah, let's do Friendsgiving on Tuesday night. And I'm like, yeah, yo, I'm here. I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm here. I'll see you when I get home. So that was really great, just practicing, releasing that, and like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be and receiving what I'm supposed to, because I've been holding a lot for the people that I live with in my relations, and a huge permission slip for me to just dive into myself. Even though, I said this and that, I'm like, this is where spirit and my body, God, all my service is going to be amplified, and I feel, I'm ready to unfold and collapse time.
Mm-hmm.
That right there, it's like the words that prompted the protocols was really, really potent for me. I could have done with just the words, really.
Well, we gave one more.
Yeah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Okay. Thanks, Stephen.